The town of Asham, Massachusetts is like a piece of wilderness lost from the map, surrounded by misty pine forests, and in the middle of it stands a huge Victorian mansion, Blackwood Manor. When Ethan pulled up in front of the iron gate of the house with his old Jeep, the twilight light was gone, and darkness was falling all around. Ethan is a writer who studies human fears. He is accompanied by Sarah, his longtime colleague and accomplished photographer. Sarah got out of the car and shivered once she looked at the house. It was as if someone was watching them from behind a curtain through a fourth-story window, but it disappeared immediately. Ethan packed his camera and notebook and headed home. The main door of the house was of heavy oak wood, carved with some strange symbols which looked like human faces in agony. As they entered, a musty old paper smell hit their noses. In the center of the hall hangs a huge chandelier, the glass of which is covered with a layer of dust. Ethan turned on his torch and cast light on the surrounding walls. Rows of portraits hang there, members of the Blackwood family in the 18th century. There was a strange emptiness in each of their eyes, as if they were pitying someone alive. Ethan sighed. Sarah, do you know the history of this house? John Blackwood moved here with his entire family in 1890, but after only a year, his wife and 3 children mysteriously disappeared. John went crazy. He claimed the mirrors in this house were alive. They talked. Sarah placed the camera on the tripod and said, Ethan, I know why I feel like we're not alone here. Notice the temperature? It's almost below freezing. As the night deepened, the character of the house began to change. Segment 5, The Mirror and the Trap. There was a sound of someone dragging a heavy object through the upstairs corridor. Suddenly, the silence was broken by the laughter of a child. As Sarah stood in front of the bathroom mirror, she saw her reflection didn't match. The Sarah inside the mirror stood still with a devilish smile. Bone-jagged hands reached through the glass and grabbed her throat. When Ethan broke in, he found Sarah lying on the floor. Her eyes turned completely white. She's back, Ethan. She wants your tongue, she said in a mechanical voice. The whole house came alive. Blood dripped from portraits and dozens of shadows emerged. Join us, they whispered. Ethan tried to read an ancient mantra, but a cold voice said, The darkness is within you. The next morning, the police found the house quiet, but Ethan's Jeep abandoned. Inside the drawing room mirror, 2 new pictures were added, Ethan and Sarah, their eyes bleeding and lips forever sewn shut. Blackwood Manor had its new guests. They are whispering. The voices from behind the glass have grown louder tonight. Eleanor and the children haven't blinked since yesterday. The heavy chandelier in the dining hall swings on its own, as if someone is perched upon it, watching us eat in silence. My hand trembles. My reflection in the mirror no longer obeys my movements. When I weep, the me on the other side smiles a devilish grin. Eleanor, she went into the washroom this morning, but the woman who came out has a voice that is not hers. She says our shadows are more alive than we are. It's pulling me. The glass is no longer solid. It feels like liquid silver. Someone is reaching out from within, gripping my wrist. If I do not see the sun tomorrow, know this. Blackwood Manor is not a house. It is a living tomb. Beware. Do not look at your shadow for too long. It might start laughing when you are not.